Welcome to HDFC Securities 5-minute market wrap-up for the week ended September 6th. Indian equity markets declined during the week with the Nifty closing lower by 1.5% lower this week. The BSE Mid-Cap Index fell 1.1% this week. The Small Cap Index outperformed the Large and Mid-Caps and was down 0.1% for the week. Both the indices are still up around 7% in the past month. Among sectoral gainers, BSE Consumer Durables Index managed to close with a gain of 0.4%. Among sectoral losers, BSE Telecom ended lower by 4.8% while the PSU Bank Index was down 4.7% and the BSE Oil and Gas Index declined by 3.9%. Among weekly Nifty 50 gainers, Hero MotoCorp shares were up a further 5.3% this week. Shares of Asian Paints, Bajaj Finserv saw an increase of more than 4%. Among Nifty 50 top losers, Coal India shares saw a decline of 6.9% during the week, followed by ONGC whose shares fell 6.6%. Shares of Tata Motors, Dr. Reddy's Labs and NTPC saw a decline of more than 5% each. In select market movers, shares of SBI Card rallied 10% as Goldman Sachs upgrades stock. Shares of Jubilant Ingrevia jumped 9% after acquirers' capital raised target price to 900 rupees, implying an upside of 25% from current levels. Among losers, shares of Mastak Limited fell 6% after 7.6% of the overall equity changed hands in a block deal. Vodafone Idea shares plunged 14% after Goldman slashes target price to 2.5 rupees per share. FII's net purchased rupees 2,430 crores of equities in cash this week. DII's net bought equities to the tune of about rupees 7,400 crores in cash this week. Two IPOs closed during the week. Gala Precision Engineering saw an oversubscription of 201 times. Bazaar Style Retail saw an oversubscription of 40.6 times. IPO of Sri Tirupati Balaji Agro Trading Company is currently open and will close on 9 September 2024. Among new listings, shares of Bazaar Style Retail made a flat debut at 389 rupees amid volatile markets on Friday. In key macroeconomic news, US non-farm payrolls rose by 142,000 in August and the number was well below expectations. July new jobs data was also revised lower by 86,000. US unemployment rate declined to 4.2% in August compared to 4.3% in July. But, the weak jobs data increased the probability of a 50 basis points rate cut in September. US global manufacturing PMI continued to remain in the contraction zone at 47.9 in 24th August. German carmaker Volkswagen on Monday warned it will no longer be able to rule out plant closures in the country. In the US equity markets, the S&P 500 index corrected from near lifetime highs and was lower by 4.2% during the week, its worst week since March 2023. Nasdaq was down by 5.8%. Moving to bond markets, India's 10-year bond yields traded in a narrow range and ended the week lower by 1 basis point. The weak jobs data pushed US yields further lower. The US 10-year bond yield declined by 19 basis points during the week. In this section we discuss select research reports published by our research teams. The same can be accessed on our website. Dalmia Bharat remains committed to growing faster than the industry and scaling capacity to 75 million metric ton by 2027. Jaiprakash Associates went into bankruptcy, which is a setback, but Dalmia will be rebidding for the company. We maintain buy with a target price of rupees 2,205 per share. MedPlus is targeting deeper penetration in its core markets with a focus on Tier 2 cities and beyond and will add 600 stores in FY25. It is looking to scale up its own branded generics under MedPlus brand. maintained by rating with a target price of Rs 820 per share. PNB Housing has expanded its branch network by 3 times over the past 3 years. The company is expected to grow its profit at a compounded annual rate of 15% over the next 2 years. Our retail research team has assigned a base case target price of Rs 1094 per share. In the Buy Stock Pay Later section, our retail research team recommends buying Galaxy Surfactants with a time horizon of 3 months and a base target price of Rs 3,330 per share, giving a potential upside of 10 to 15%. That is all for this week. Do refer to the detailed disclaimer on your screens. The securities discussed in the presentation were for information and educational purposes only. Thank you.